Okay, let's continue the lecture from the previous one. We left out up to utilities program, okay, which is part of a system software. Now let's talk about the new items here. It's called virtual machine. What is virtual machine? Virtual machine is a special environment that allow you to run another operating system on top of the physical one. Okay. The software that allow you to do this is called virtualization software. Let me show you my VirtualBox. You see this Oracle VM VirtualBox? If I run this program, this is a virtual software. Okay. On top of that, with that program, I can install another Windows here. Okay. That's what it means by virtual machine. Okay. The VM and the virtualization software. Virtualization software is the software that allow you to run a VM. Okay, but the VM is just another operating system. Okay, formatting. What is formatting? Formatting is the process of preparing a storage device for use. Okay, before a disk, let's say that student purchase USB drive. Okay, if they haven't formatted the USB, you cannot use that one. So you need to format it, then you can use that. That's what is meant by formatting. Let me show it to you. If you wanna give examples, this is my C drive, right? If I right click, you do format. Be careful when you run this format, because when you run this format, you erasing everything. Okay, so you gotta be careful before you run the format command. This defragmentation basically reorganize the file and fragment to place that. Basically, this fragmentation is reorganize the file and put it together. Okay. This cleanup is just you clear out all the temporary file. Let me show it to you here. Fragmentation. This cleanup you see is over there, and then this cleanup is there. This defrag is like this one. Okay. If I would suggest you run this maybe once a year or once every semester. You see this C drive? Okay. When did the last time I ran the defragment? Need optimization. 90 days in the life. So if I'm optimize them, however, this one is gonna take a while. I don't know if I want to do it right now, since I just gave you an example. They are analyzing right now. Okay. Let me see if I can optimize. See, I'm optimizing here. Right. This one, I have 28% fragmentation. See if I can analyze this. Need optimization. Okay, 57% fragmented. So let's optimize this then. Okay, optimize. Okay, I don't know how long will it takes. In the past, it takes a long time to do this. I don't know why it doesn't work here. Need optimization, analyze. Drive are being optimized. Oh, frequency weekly. All right. File compression, that means you compress a file, you squeeze one or more file into smaller in the compressed file. The most popular one, let me show it to you, is called WinZip. WinZip is called disk compression, okay? Or you can use a 7-zip, okay? This is a free one. I believe this one, the WinZip is shareware, so you try for 30 days, and then if you like it, then you need to purchase. But 7-zip is a freeware. That means it's totally free. Okay. Notice that you have 64-bit and 32-bit. 64-bit is more efficient. So if your PC is compatible. Is if you are using 64-bit, use this one. Okay. Otherwise, it won't work if you try to install this. Uh, so these are some of the terminology about disk storage: formatting, disk defragmentation, disk cleanup, and file compression. Backup, well, backup is one of the most important things in the computer fields. Okay, if you think that you cannot lose the data, make sure you do a book. Make sure that you do a backup. You can do a backup using cloud backup, okay, or you can use the regular backup. Okay? You create a copy of the original one. Uh, you can run a disk backup here. Let me see if we have here disk backup here. I don't know if we have this one in Windows. A server have this. A server has this utility. Since this is for a personal, no, we don't have a disk backup here. Let me see if we have a backup utility. Backup, no. So desktop operating system, normally they don't come with a backup, but some they do. However, you can do a cloud backup, right? Cloud backup, let me find out some of the most popular one. Cloud backup, okay? Here, Carbonite, this is, you have to pay for a small fee. Okay? Carbonite, you can do an online backup, server online backup. So you can backup some of the most important things. Let's see this video, see if I haven't checked this one. Okay, so cloud backup mean you have to pay for a small fee per month. If you have pictures or some business file, maybe you need to have a cloud backup. Okay, I personally just use a backup using a USB or using a Google Drive. Okay, Google Drive or Dropbox. Okay, I don't know, you know what's Google Drive? Drive Google Drive dot Google. Since I don't have a lot of big files, I just use a Google Drive. Okay. However, if you are a business person, maybe you can use the commercial one, or a small business, maybe you can still use this one as well. Another popular one is called Dropbox. Okay, Dropbox is also popular for business. You need to do some more research about that. Okay, so you have disk wiping, right? Well, it is possible to recover all or part of the delete files in recovery. But if you're using disk wiping, this allows you to remove all trace of your file from the computer that you are selling. Uh, when it comes to disposing of all hard drives, right? Simply erasing your files or reformatting the drive alone is not enough to ensure your privacy data. So you may need to have another disk, like disk wiping tools. Okay, let me show it to you. This is called disk wipe. Okay, this is a free program. It's a free software that allow you to completely write your hard drive. Okay, so you may try this. Let's say that you have an old, let's say that you have an old PC. You want to donate it to Salvation Army. Make sure you run this wipe, because this wipe basically you reset everything like a factory default. Okay? Otherwise, people still can recover those using this recovery tools. That's called this wiping. There is also a recovery program. Okay, there are some other company that do that, do this recovery. File management. File management is basically how you want to store your file and how you gonna get the extension. Let me give you example. I think what's meant by file management. Let me see if I have this here. Okay, here under C drive, right? Here under C drive, I have under D drive, for example. No, C drive. Okay, under C drive, you create a folder called users, right? Within user, you have a name, Robert Ho here, right? Within Robert Ho, I create a folder. Let's say that I'm going to create a folder called COAC 1301 course. So all the file related to my course, I will put it on there. Okay, that's what it means called file path or file specification. File path, okay, it's a complete address that describe the exact location of the file, like C drive, like this. Okay, users folder, and then a subfolder called Robert Ho, and then within that Robert Ho, I have another subfolder called computer course. Okay, a file extension is the extension of the file. Okay, for example, here under my document, you see this, my file extension is DOC. Okay, DOC. Let me show it to you. Here is Word document. View details, right? Do I have a detail list? Yeah, it's detail. DOC. No, I think I like details better here. If I go right here, property, this is an extension here is .doc. Okay. If it's an Excel, if you look at this, right click, property, there's also an Excel file. You see XLSX, that's called file and extension. Okay, managing your file, copy, cut, paste, and delete. I think this is self-explanatory. These are self-explanatory, so students know how to do copy, cut, and paste, right? So you do like this. You right-click this. You do copy or cut or send. You need to explore some of this tool so you can get used to it. All right, so this is basically the end of part 1, chapter 3. So let's go to application software. Okay, remember earlier, software has two different kinds, system software and application software. In the earlier discussion, we talked about system software. Now comes to application software. Okay, here, let me see, software. Okay, let's go to this slide first before I go to the next one. Okay, the different type of software. Okay, you have Office software. Okay, what is Office software? Office software is the most popular program that help business run efficiently and effectively. That's why in this class we learn Office 2016. Okay, because this is the most common programs that everybody gonna use, whether it is in the office or in the school or for personal use. Another popular Office application is called this one. It's called Open Office. Okay. This is open source program, so if you have a friend or yourself maybe does not want to buy a program, you can download this Open Office. This is a free program. I would suggest you go here, right, and you can download. Okay, download the full version one. Let me explain to you here. You have Word Writer, is word processor similar to Word. Cal, this one is like Microsoft Excel. Okay, the interface a little bit different, but they can do the same thing. I accidentally closed that. Open Office. So here you have Cal, and then you have PowerPoint. You see this PowerPoint? Where's the PowerPoint? Draw, right? Not PowerPoint, this one. It's Impress. Impress is the PowerPoint, okay? As you can see that, This one, it's similar, right? Okay, similar, open office. Okay. Oh, I accidentally clicked again. This is, I have a new mouse, so I'm starting to get used to with the mouse. Okay, so you have Writer, Cal, Impress for PowerPoint, and Database for Access Database. Okay. You go to OpenOffice and download this program. Remember, this is free. Okay. Here, the book mentioned about LibreOffice. This is also similar with OpenOffice. All right. We just talked about this, right? Word processing, spreadsheet, database presentation. You have accounting and finance, right? Accounting and finance, this is, for example, I use TurboTax. When I file income tax, I use TurboTax program. Okay, TurboTax. TurboTax. Okay. For accounting, I use another one. Maybe you can use QuickBook. Okay. A lot of people in the valley, they use QuickBook or Pittstreak. That's the name of that. QuickBooks or TurboTax. Okay. These are some of the most popular ones. Multimedia. Okay, this is a drawing software, drawing program. Like Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator. These are an example of drawing program or editing software. Okay. Let me show it to you here. It's called Adobe. This is one of the most popular. This is one of the most popular program that many people use, especially in the advertising or in the business, right? You have Adobe for business. Let me see. You have for a team. You have. Let me see what they have here. You have all the Adobe. Okay. I think we need to explore more about this. Okay. You have Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, and so many other things. What else here? Okay, drawing program are used by those that need to create the graphics, right? So we have a bitmap graphics that record your drawing on a pixel by pixel basis like JPEG, GIF, or PNG, or using a vector graphic. Vector graphics rely on the mathematics to generate and manipulate a variety of shapes. Most of the graphic editing software as referred to image or photo editing software that contain these bitmap graphic tools, usually to edit the program. Okay. You have video editing software. This is what I use. Okay, is Chromecast, right? This is what I use. It's called Screencast-O-Matic here. Okay, I'm using this. Another popular one is called Adobe Premiere. This is also a good one. Or on the iPhone they have what you call it, quick movie something there. If you are using Apple, they have another program. I forget what's the name of that. Movie Quick. Let me see. Let me find out here. Video editor. Apple. No, this is not popular. I think it come with it. QuickTime. I believe it's QuickTime. iMovie. There we go. iMovie. Okay, let's go to the. You have a computer edit design. Okay, computer edit design. This is software used for architect to create software aid for architect, engineer, and many other who needs to create a digital model of the object. Let me show you the example of this. It's called AutoCAD. AutoCAD. Okay, this one to create 2D or 3D design. Okay, this is one of the most popular one. If you want to become an engineer or scientist, perhaps you may need to learn how to use this. Okay? They use a lot when you want to draw an airplane, or you want to draw a plane, you want to build a house. Okay, these are it takes time to learn this one. Okay, it's not like Microsoft Word or Excel to learn the basic. You still need to learn more advanced stuff to know a lot more of this. So you have computer vision, 3D modeling. What else here? All right, you need to know. Let me stop right here because it's already 21 minutes here. Let me continue about this one in a bit.